What's really good, my people? Welcome into No Catch Up Chicago, for Chicago, by Chicago. I am your host, Sean Little. DC, back in the building of East. I'm tripping.
He tripping, bro.
Dion of EC Sports is back in the
Just had a
building.
meal,
I'm trying to get my mind right. I am tripping. What's going on?
Everything's good, man. Just had the lottery.
We got a lot
number
to talk
7
about.
again.
Yeah, we got things to talk about.
Yeah,
we
plenty,
here.
don't we?
We here, yeah.
Let's go. Let's do it.
We're going to talk the NBA lottery. Bulls get 7 again, third year in a row.
Third year in a row.
Devastation, bruh.
It's bad.
It was
It's
bad.
really bad.
It was bad. So we're going to talk about that. The Cubs were due an L last night, called a L. I want to talk a little bit about you, Darvish's performance, and then I got
We
something
both
for
rocking
you.
Our Cubs hats.
Yeah, we are rocking the Cubbies.
Yeah.
We're going to talk a little Ben Zobrist. That's an interesting situation.
Okay.
I want to get I want to get your take on that. So that should be interesting.
Yeah.
And then NBA hoops all day, every day. Eastern Conference Finals last night, Game 1. Your boy Kawhi.
He is my boy now.
That's your guy now.
Yeah.
He's a cyborg, like you said.
He's disgusting.
He's crazy, right?
Yes.
So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Western Conference Finals Game 2. Where's Dame Lillard? Hello.
Is KD necessary?
Yes. We're going to talk about that.
Yes.
And we're going to close it, if we have time. We're crunched on time here, but we're going to close it with a who, what, where. We're going to talk Pat Peterson, some NBA free agents.
Okay.
Let's get right into it.
Let's go.
NBA lottery, third year in a row, the Bulls land at number 7. I don't even know if we have enough time to talk about how we feel about the whole situation of the Bulls and all that. But how did you feel about the new lottery process, the new odds? Is tanking dead? All that.
I think tanking has been assassinated due to this lottery that happened to happen in Chicago. A lot of people didn't even know it was in Chicago.
Yeah.
At the Hilton. Yeah. But I think it's a good look because everybody expected the same thing. The bad teams will get the best players, so to speak. But the NBA is not playing, man. At first, I was like, all right, it's a joke. New York or LA or Chicago will get it, but I don't think it can't be.
They definitely didn't rig New Orleans and Memphis.
Riggies, no.
Yeah, to go 1-2.
Nobody wants to go there. My guy looked it up. New Orleans is the worst market, like the 30th ranked.
Yeah, it's them and Memphis are 1-2 at the bottom of the league, smallest markets in the league.
And I don't think Adam Silver and the NBA Players Association were looking for that. As well as Zion. I don't know. I mean, his stepdaddy said that he wanted to, but that's his stepdaddy, so what does he know? But at the end of the day, I feel like the whole...
You said stepdaddy don't know nothing.
Hey, Zion is excited to go to New Orleans.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Get your goofy ass.
Yeah.
But, he didn't really seem excited on TV, but he has to portray the role. I don't know if is he gonna pull a Kobe, but does he really want to go there?
Yeah, the Eli Manning situation.
Yeah,
it'd be interesting to see because I don't see why he couldn't be like, yo, I'm not going there.
You think he'll get backlash?
Keep it quiet. Of course he will, but they'll forget.
Yeah,
people always forget.
Of course,
it'll always be a part of his narrative, and he'll get a little backlash, but they'll forget. That'll go away.
Who is it, him and Drew Holiday?
Well, the AD thing. And another thing about this whole AD situation, you can freeze all that. David Griffin's going to get him to stay.
Dude's not staying.
That shit is out, bro.
He's a wrap.
He's gone. There's no doubt about that.
It's done. He
did
his thing. He stayed for his years. Thank you, New Orleans. Bye.
It's a wrap. It's gone. It's over for that.
I don't think dude wants to go, but at the end of the day, he has to portray this image, but it's your life. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, I think people forget that.
Yeah, he's
like,
a human being.
This guy's young. He's a young dude. This is his life. There. He doesn't want to go. If he doesn't want to go to New Orleans, he doesn't want to go.
Exactly.
That always gets lost in the narrative. That's a good point.
All right, what team could do something? I think the Lakers are the only team
that could go get Zion.
Yeah,
or go get AD.
I don't think any Zion.
You mean like if he's like, listen here, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know the process on that.
Like, it's pretty much like what the Lakers did with Kobe. Ain't nothing really
because
changed.
this is the thing, though. If he's like, hey, I'm not going there, they might not even draft him then. So then they just got. But I guess they just deal the pick.
Yeah, they just deal it.
They just deal the pick.
Saying? Like
the pick is
they do. It's like what a player says. Hey, just so you know, like Jimmy did with Minnesota. I'm not coming back, so you might want to get something for me. But they didn't have to put that in the media. They could have just secretly said, "Hey, Jimmy's on the market. You guys want him? His contract's anything." But this one is like he could be like, "Hey, I don't want this to go out. What's up? See what y'all can get for the number 1 pick. Do what
like
you
on the
do.
slide. Like,
on
listen,
the slide, yeah.
I'm not coming here, so do what y'all gotta. That's gonna leak
that
though.
situation
Because can you imagine if New Orleans traded it out of nowhere and then like he became a big time dude?
Because a team is different than what happened with Jimmy. Because when that came out, it was more like, all right, y'all got to get rid of him anyway. He doesn't want to be here.
Right. The leverage is
now New Orleans is more like, all right, now it's a lot of teams that want that. So they're going to throw everything at New Orleans to get that dude. He's like, hey, he doesn't want to come here, but we want everything that you're offering, as opposed to that situation where it's a veteran saying, hey, I'm leaving. So it might be a different situation. But we could probably be talking in semantics and dude want to go there and want to kill. I don't know. But
it's a good
New
town.
Orleans, bro.
He hasn't been there. He could go there and check it out. I mean, it's not New York on the thing is, I think it affects his
brand.
His brand and his money a little bit. Not so much with the shoe deals, because like Russell's been doing his thing out in Oklahoma City, but New York is a little different, bro. When you're the man out there, you're able to drop by talk shows.
Yeah, even when
you're able to stop by Colbert at not like this is all in the same flow.
Yeah.
You could literally get out of the Garden, go to Colbert, or go to Colbert during the day, go to the Garden, go home, and be like this is all in the same day.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's just a little different out there.
I mean, it's a lot. So I'm interested to see what happens. I don't know like if that was what the NBA wanted to see and foresaw.
Yeah,
New Orleans getting that. So we shall see. That's an interesting take.
It is interesting. I mean, I think the tanking thing is interesting now. You're not guaranteed anything. So
the Bulls did it like
the
you
shit
said,
might be obsolete
the last 3 years, and they've gotten. I mean, I'm not knocking Laurie. I'm not. I told you I don't like Wendell Carter, bro. His game is boo boo.
You just
he
not
doesn't give it to me.
He doesn't do it for you like that.
He's just all right for a lottery pick. No, I'm not a fan.
Especially that lottery. That lottery was so jammed. Oh man,
come on. And then
I'm not with you on Wendell yet, but we're gonna see. This is a big year. We're gonna see everything we need to know this year because he's gonna get a ton of run. All that. We're gonna see.
Last year,
he got hurt last year.
Shot. Ooh.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
We're gonna see. Hey, you got to give him some time, bro. You can't have a verdict out already. We're gonna see this. We're gonna see this year.
All right, we'll see.
We're gonna see this year.
We're Bulls fans, so we'll see.
We are gonna see. So
you know they're gonna draft another Dookie. So
they're at 7.
Yep.
How do you feel about that? My big question. I was talking to Darnell Mayberry yesterday at The Athletic. We were talking about this. What's the biggest? Do you think they need to get the best player available or address the PG position by any means necessary?
I mean, it all depends on what's in their mind. The Bulls think right now, going into this season, they have to coach. They're not really devastated with the number 7 pick. They're in the East with no LeBron. They think they're about to go brazy. So they might get the piece, that word, that they need to get over the hump to beat the Orlando Magic.
That's the interesting take though, because it's like, are they gonna try to come out and they're gonna try to go full go they're gonna try to go full go and win as many games as possible and try
30.
to, you know what I'm saying? So
come on, man. Like I'm not being that guy. It happens. Like they've been getting, like you said, number 7 the last 3 years. It's just a monotonous symphony of butt that they keep putting in the United Center that I'm kind of tired of. You know, when you're used to seeing the Bulls usually have at least one guy. You know what I mean? Like before Derek, it was Mike, obviously, and then Jimmy actually had his little. You know, it's just like right now, it's an act that Garpax keeps throwing out of us because they know people are gonna come, and they got to give you what you want to hear. And then when it gets on the court, it's like, all right, where is it? You know what I mean?
I haven't bought Bulls tickets for a couple years. I've won a couple games just off of the strength of homies hooking me up or just
how is it? How's
essentially
the
people
atmosphere?
it's good.
The atmosphere.
The atmosphere is good when they're playing well.
On the court.
Oh, on the court. Well, I mean, they weren't a very good basketball team, so it's not very good.
Yeah.
The biggest thing, I've repeated myself a trillion times. We're just set up to be a mediocre team for many, many years.
Yeah. I mean, back in the day, like I just watched Derek's documentary and it was just a lot of reminiscing.
I got to watch that. I still haven't watched it. It's good, I heard.
Just watch, you know.
Yeah, you're going to be crying at the crib, huh?
You know, because you feel for dude, you know. That's why I'm like, so John Paxson was like really in that joint, though. Like he was in that movie.
I'm sure.
So, I mean, I would love to, you know, sign Derek. If that's an option. I don't know if you heard of that.
Oh, yeah, that's
definitely an option.
That's in the street, no doubt.
You said you wouldn't want him back.
I mean, we could bring him back. He's a good player.
Who would he be? The backup?
Well, that's the other problem. Like he's a backup point guard.
He wants.
Let's be serious.
Word is in the streets that he wants to be the sixth man of the year this year. He wants to get a contract, and he wants to shoot for.
I would love that
Yeah.
if he would come to Chicago and come off the bench.
Now we're not talking like BS. This is a possibility.
Right.
Everybody's like, I'm like, bro, it's like we need a point guard, especially a backup. I remember he was at a playoff game. Well, this was like a year ago, but when it was him and Joe at the same game.
Yeah.
Like they still got good relationships.
Yeah, they were in the presser and they showed him on the screen.
Eric was on the front row with his shorty.
Oh, I thought he was in Joe was in the press box. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Gordon was there. I was like, dang.
Yeah.
That brought back memories, but I mean, I'm interested to see what happened with the free agent. Do you think we have a chance to get a free agent? I know we're going to talk about that, but
I mean,
don't
know.
No. I think you mentioned it the other day. Like they can't. Who's going to be convinced by them to come here?
No.
Come on,
and
Giordano's and Dean. You got to come to Chicago.
And I think we're only at $20 million in cap space now,
bro.
So
bro.
Because
we gave all our money to Otto.
Yeah, Otto and Zach, and we're gonna we'll sign a veteran for someone for like 15 or something. But man, nothing.
Yeah.
So really quick before we move on,
unfortunately,
do you sign or do you pick the best available or address the PG?
I say,
or pick best available and address the PG outside of it.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Pick the best available because I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lie. I haven't watched a lot of college lately.
Yeah.
Because it's not really an interesting sport.
Yeah. Kobe White out of North Carolina is good. Garland, this kid out of Vanderbilt's good, but
his hair is really well placed.
Yeah.
We'll see. But I think we should get a veteran because the point guard is the point guard, bro. Like at the end of the day, when you're in the NBA, the point guard is your leader. And I don't know if you're going to draft a guy at 7 that you're like iffy on to run your team. Obviously, Chris Dunn is not their answer. He has a lot of weird injuries, and he hasn't really put up. You know, he's just a lot of shutting up. So I think they've kind of moved past him. So I think you just get the guy that's best if you're going to keep the pick. But I don't know who wants that pick, and then you just move forward from there.
Just pick the best player, see if he's a piece.
Yeah, and then bring back. I'm just trying to find every facet of the imaginative to bring Derrick Rose back to Chicago. That would be the only reason I would love going.
Okay, I actually got a question for you then.
Yes.
I just said we got $20 million in cap space.
Yeah.
How much you gonna pay Derrick Rose to come back to United Center to play backup point guard?
$10 million.
He's gonna get more than that somewhere else.
Somebody
got to.
Might.
2-year, $10 million.
He was getting veterans minimum.
Yeah, he just got like the little 2.5 or 3, whatever it is. But yeah, bro, he's at least gonna.
He'll get the Jabari.
Bro, $5 million in this league.
He'll get the Jabari.
He's gonna command
don't they got the Jabari?
He's gonna command at least.
What happens there? Does Jabari's money go to Washington?
It was only a 1 year with a second-year team option. Yeah. So
he can get Jabari. I'll give him Jabari money. You wouldn't give him Jabari money?
You'd give him essentially
$220.
But Jabari got 240. Yeah,
I forgot.
Yeah, he got 240.
Oh, I don't know.
So that's the thing. I don't even know if
Jabari got.
I think
more blessings to him. Jeez.
Yeah, for sure. Derrick Rose is going to command $13 or $14 million.
Wow.
In this NBA, you got motherfuckers like Chris Paul making 40.
Kyle Lowry does. He makes 30 something.
That's what I'm saying.
He's top 10.
Well, this is what I mean. Ugh. So Derrick Rose is going to get at least 13, 14 million.
I hope he can come here.
I hope he gets 19. At least I don't think we should pay him.
If he doesn't come here, I just hope he stays in the East so I can see him like twice a year.
You gonna get that league pass?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about in person?
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right, let's switch over to these Cubs real quick. I was like, get league pass. What you talking about? Yeah, no. Let me catch you back up. All right, really quick. Cubs took a walk-off L last night to Yasiel Puig. Ouch. He walked us off. I rock with Yasiel Puig, though. Any outlandish, loud baseball player, I'm rocking with. So I rock with Yasiel Puig. But we were due for an L. We had been balling crazy.
Still in first.
Yeah, of course. Darvish did his thing last night though.
Finally.
No walks, 11 Ks.
Best game since he got here, bro.
Best game since he's got here, period. First double-digit K, like all that, right?
Still don't like him.
I mean, it's I think you're like me where if you get this big contract and you're not producing,
it ain't
off
about the
top,
contract,
I don't rock.
Bro. It's just like he always getting hurt on some petty shit. Just
yeah, it was a lot of stuff last year.
It was just a lot, and I'm just not like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of him, and he hasn't produced anything. When you've been watching Chicago Cubs baseball forever, and you get these players, I remember the Soriano deal. Like, it's just a lot of stuff that they've gone through. So, no, I'm not a fan. But as long as they're winning and he's doing what he's supposed to do, like, I don't like when people get all riled up what he's done. That's what he's supposed to do. That's what we paid. That's what the Cubs paid him that money.
That's actually a good point.
You know what I'm saying? Think about that.
I'm happy as
he's
shit.
Supposed to do
but
that.
That's what he's supposed to be doing.
Like, people say, oh, Zach LaVine might be an all-star. He's supposed to. That's what they pay him for, to be the guy. If you're the guy in a mainstream city like Chicago, L.A., New York, you're supposed to be a freaking all-star. That's not
problem.
Something. Yeah. When they talk about, how do I forget, he's the greatest freaking defensive player I've ever seen already. Khalil Mack. Yeah, that's what he's supposed to do.
Right.
That's why we gave up so much, So that's what you, Darvish, is supposed to do.
But I got to celebrate him for last night because
absolutely.
he hasn't been doing it. He did it last night. But I definitely
congratulations,
feel you.
I feel guy. Good job, buddy.
I feel you.
Out of 2 years, good job.
Yeah, I feel you.
Game.
Hopefully this gets him propelled in the right direction. But I do feel what you're saying.
Absolutely.
You getting paid these dollars. You the man here. This is Chicago. That's what you're supposed to be doing. And this should be a reoccurring thing.
Totally.
Ben Zobrist, interesting situation.
Yeah. Just enthralled me with it because I'm new to it.
Yes.
I just know something about a divorce.
Yes. Ben Zobrist, 2016 MVP of the World Series, is getting a divorce from his singer wife.
She's a Christian singer.
But she cheated on him. So
no.
That's a whole twist in the story, right? God would not be happy with that.
She's a Christian singer.
But listen to this. Essentially, he's not with the squad purely off the strength of me and my woman are going through a divorce. Yeah. Essentially.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be with the team. He's making $9 million this year. If you're signing these checks, do you make the call to Ben like, yo, I'm going to need you on the plane to D.C. once we finish up with these Reds in Cincinnati? Or do you show him that respect as a man? He's put in a shift for the Cubs. Like I said, 2016 MVP. And he's a veteran. He's been in the league. He's not an up-and-coming guy. Yeah. This is probably going to be his last year in the league, period. He's probably going to retire after this year. He's been in the league forever. Do you show him that respect, mano to mano, man to man? Like, don't even worry about it, bro. Take care of your business, and we'll keep it moving.
I think you give him a window of opportunity. Like,
hey, listen.
A professional window of opportunity, a respect, man. Like, hey, man, take 10 days, go through your thoughts. I know it's a tough situation, and then just get back to us and let us know. Obviously, we got a team to run, but I understand the situation. Go through it, give us a call, and then we'll go from there. Which means, hey, you got 10 days, get your ass back. That's literally what it means in layman's terms. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I would do if I was Theo or whoever it has to be in that situation. You don't know how that went. Like, imagine if it's you and you're that guy, like, oh, my wife cheated on me and she's a Christian singer. Come on, man.
Right. I think
that's extra.
I think you're dead on, because I think a lot of the times, even in corporate America today, like at your regular job, at, you know what I'm saying? People never relate to people on a people level.
No.
It's always like then I'll see you Monday. Or like, it's bro, I'm doing, like, it's a lot of shit going on right now.
Exactly.
So it's early in the season. This would be the time to do it. Get it out of the way, handle your business, come back when you need to come back. But I'm going to tell you this. The tune's going to be a little different if we're not as deep and we're losing ball games because we're not as deep, because Zobrist can play a lot of different positions. That's Madden's guy, all that type of stuff. But, yeah, man, these athletes, just like that's their job.
Yeah.
And I won't say him by name, but I was talking to someone on the Cubs recently, and it was like, I'm like, oh, what do you got going on this day or whatever? And his response was, I got work, but after that, like, let's link or whatever. But it was like, he called it work. Like, to us, it's like, oh, you got a baseball game? Like, he's like, oh, I got work, but then it's like, oh, whatever. And that kind of caught me off guard, like, nah, bro, these are just regular. I always knew they were regular dudes, but for him to call it work, it was like, man, this is some regular shit. Like, I got work, but then after that, I'm free at 9 after work shit. It's like, but work is the Cubs. Like, this shit was crazy, right?
Yeah.
So that gets lost a lot with fans, players, all that. These are regular dudes, like, and if anything, it should be more privy to them, especially for a vet that's already rich. He's making millions of dollars. He's like, man, y'all can. I got a World Series, a couple of them with the Royals and now with the Cubs. Like, no, y'all go ahead, man. It's all right. If you're gonna push me out the door,
it's a wrap.
That's what, you know what I think it is too. It's like, this would be a really bad look for us if we were like, yo, Ben, we need you back right now.
Yeah.
And because I think they kind of got the feeling where he'd be like, I mean, I don't need this, man. I'm not coming back. So it's like, let's just play it cool and keep it that way.
Window of opportunity.
But it's all about, I guess depending on how petty owners are, I could see a owner writing his check every ball game. Like, nah, he gonna, hey, Joe, call this guy.
Hey,
yo, I'm going to need my mans to come back to I'm going to need my man to come back to the locker room. Like, for real. Yeah. Let's close it on this.
Okay.
We quick. You see how this shit go quick.
Yeah.
Quick.
Whoopee.
We're going to close it on this. Thoughts on your Eastern? Give me the quick thoughts on your Eastern Conference Finals last night.
I gotta stay with Kawhi.
You done flipped your tune from the last time we talked.
Yeah,
come on, I told you. You knew that though. You was trolling. You knew that.
I know.
You was full on trolling. You knew that.
Bro, you watching this? Like, this dude texted me. I'm like,
you knew that.
I'm gonna stick with him. I don't think Milwaukee can. Brook Lopez.
He balled last night.
He is a bum.
No, that's not true.
Because of last night, fam?
He was coming. He was coming off 5 points a game before that.
Bum.
The previous series, I think.
He will be non-existent the rest of the series. With his, come on. That won't ever happen again.
Which side are you on? They battled back and came back and won that game, and that's a positive? Or are you on the side of, man, they were getting beat up all game. Then they finally flipped it, because it could be portrayed as a positive or a negative.
I think Giannis was surprised at the size, of the dudes on Toronto. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he ain't got no like Al Horford. That's it. Now he got Siakam. He got why do I always forget his name?
Who you talking about?
From OKC. We got traded.
Ibaka, Serge.
Serge.
Yeah.
I mean, he got Gasol. Like he
It's
got
a lot of big bodies he
dudes
gonna have to go
coming,
down there and deal with.
Through. So, and he got to get past Mr. Leonard. That's his name. So I'm gonna stay with Toronto. I was interested last night. I thought Toronto had it covered, especially with Lowry doing what he did. But it's going to be a good series. I think it'll go 7, just like the first.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I just don't think the West will do the same because, I don't know. I hope Portland wakes up tonight, but we'll see.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's a big positive for Milwaukee because of this reason. They kind of got hit in the mouth to give you the cliche shit, but they hung tough, battled back, ended up coming through, pulling it out, and they got it from Brook Lopez, another player. That wasn't Giannis. Giannis didn't go up there and just do his thing and will it.
Which shows you.
Gets another guy going, gets Brook Lopez there. And I think another big thing is that is, for Toronto, you rather take an L getting blown out.
Yeah.
Like, game 1, okay, let's get to game 2.
At home.
They feel like they had a game and it slipped away from their fingers.
13 points.
And they wasted that big ball game from Kyle Lowry because that shit not going to be consistently happening like that.
Not him.
So that's why I think it's a lift for Milwaukee and even a down for Toronto. Yeah, they're like, man.
I mean, they come back and they still have a chance to take home court. So it's just
I mean, it's gonna be an interesting game too next tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I still think it would have been easier to come back from a blowout than to come back from what just happened.
That is true.
No doubt.
Yep.
Really quick. So you think Dame and CJ come back and give them a little problems in Golden State? It's -7.
If they don't tonight, it's over.
I mean, it's over anyway, in my opinion. Yeah. But I would like to see.
I agree. I just don't think those two guys could overtake the firepower that Golden State won without KD. KD is a non-factor. He doesn't even have to play in the series. Like, to be honest,
they won easy.
Yeah, I mean,
and they were playing D.
Would have been harder.
They were playing D. They were making Dame turn it over. It was easy money.
So I mean, this series is a wrap. Unfortunately for Portland.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dame. Your superstar status won't be happening this year. Sorry, buddy.
For my man Dion of EC Sports, I am your host, Sean Little. No Catch Up Chicago. For Chicago, by Chicago. Make sure you stay locked with us. Me and D are going to be doing a bunch of stuff going forward, man. We're gonna we talking sports all day long. You already know what time it is. No Catch Up Chicago times EC Sports. You know what time it is. Lock in.